Hello everyone. In this session, we will study Chapter 5 Electronic Counters. In this chapter, we shall discuss various types of flip-flops, counters and shift registers. Let us begin with multivibrators. Multivibrator is a circuit which is capable of generating clock pulse in the output. It is an oscillating circuit whose output oscillates between logic 0 and logic 1. There are three basic modes of multivibrators. So there are three types of multivibrators: a stable multivibrator, bistable multivibrator and monostable multivibrator. A stable multivibrator does not have any stable state. Both the states are astable. Bistable multivibrator has two stable states. That's why this is called as bistable multivibrator. Both high state and low state are stable states. Monostable multivibrator has only one stable state. That's why this is known as monostable multivibrator. Let us see these three types of multivibrators with comparison to understand their concepts. So here you can see monostable multivibrator, astable multivibrator and bistable multivibrator. So in monostable multivibrator, one state is stable state. In astable multivibrator, no stable state is available, and in bistable multivibrator, both states are stable. In monostable multivibrator, when it is triggered, it changes its state. In astable multivibrator, no trigger is required, and in bistable multivibrator, for every change, it takes separate trigger. Monostable multivibrator changes its state for specific time period. A stable multivibrator oscillates between high state and low state. Bistable multivibrator remains indefinitely in the state till the next trigger pulse is applied. So here you can see trigger pulses and output of all three types of multivibrators. Then here you can see applications of all these three types of multivibrators. Monostable multivibrator is used in timer. A stable multivibrator is used as clock generator, and bistable multivibrator is used as flip-flop, latch, counters, etc. Now let us see flip-flops. Flip-flop is constructed using logic gates. Flip-flop is bistable multivibrator. It is also known as latch, where it plays important role in digital circuits such as registers, counters and memory circuits. Each flip-flop can store one bit of information. Flip-flops have two stable states and hence they are called as bistable multivibrators. These two stable states are high state, that means logic 1, and low state, that is logic 0. The term flip-flop is used as they can switch between two states under the influence of clock signal. They can flip to one state and flop back to other state. Let us see types of flip-flops. SR flip-flop, D-type flip-flop, JK flip-flop, master-slave JK flip-flop and T-type flip-flop. These are the types of flip-flops. First we will see SR flip-flop. This is also known as RS flip-flop. Here you can see block diagram of SR flip-flop. There are two inputs, set and reset, and there are two outputs, Q and Q bar. Q bar is complement of Q. SR flip-flop is basic flip-flop among all the flip-flops. All other flip-flops are developed after SR flip-flop. As I have already told you that this is also called as RS flip-flop. In this flip-flop, S stands for set and R stands for reset. That means when S is equal to 1, it sets the flip-flop, and R is reset terminal. When R is 1, it resets the flip-flop. These are constructed using NAND gates or NOR gates as they are universal gates. First we will see RS flip-flop, which is also known as SR flip-flop. This is logic diagram of RS flip-flop using NOR gates. Remember truth table of NOR gate. When one of the inputs is known and if it is 1 or high, then without knowing other input we can determine its output and it is 0. Hence, when one of the inputs to NOR gate is 1, it is disabled. Its output is 0 irrespective of other input. Here two NOR gates are used and they are cross coupled to each other. Here you can see truth table of SR flip-flop. So when both inputs are 0, that means when S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 0, the flip-flop will not change its state. It will remain in the previous state or last state. Hence it is known as no change condition. Now we will see when S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0, then the lower NOR gate is disabled, which will produce Q bar is equal to 0. Now input to upper NOR gate becomes Q bar is equal to 0 and R is equal to 0, which will produce Q is equal to 1. This condition is known as set condition and then circuit is latched, output Q is equal to 1. When S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, then upper NOR gate is disabled, which will produce Q is equal to 0. Now refer the circuit diagram. The input to lower NOR gate becomes Q is equal to 0 and S is equal to 0, which will produce Q bar is equal to 1. This condition is known as reset condition. Now we will see last condition. When both inputs are high, that means when S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 1, then according to disable state of NOR gate, both the gates are disabled, but practically there is race between two NOR gates. In this situation, we cannot determine the output state. So this condition is forbidden state. This condition is not allowed. This is invalid state. Now we will see RS flip-flop using NAND gates. Here two NAND gates are cross coupled to each other. When either of inputs of NAND gate is known and if it is 0, its output must be high. It is said that the gate is enabled whatever may be the other input. The output remains high. Here you can see truth table of SR flip-flop using NAND gate. And here you can see working. When both inputs are 0, then SR flip-flop will be in an uncertain condition when both Q and Q bar will be same. This is not allowed, so it will be invalid state. SR flip-flop will be set, that means Q will be 1 when S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. Now we will consider third condition. When S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1, then SR flip-flop will be reset. When both S and R both are 1, then it will remain in the previous state. Now we will see clocked RS flip-flop. This is logic diagram of clocked RS flip-flop. A control input, clock input, is connected in addition to S and R inputs to operate the flip-flop in synchronization with the main circuit. The whole system is operated with this common control signal known as clock. So here you can see truth table of clocked RS flip-flop. When clock is equal to 0, the circuit remain in its previous state. But when clock is high or active, then circuit operates as per the truth table of SR flip-flop. So you can see that the output changes only when active clock signal is given. That means when clock is 1, then output changes as per the inputs. But when clock is equal to 0, output remains unchanged That means there will be no change in the output. So this X indicates that don't care condition. When clock is 0, it doesn't matter what is input condition of S and R, output remains in previous condition. There are different triggering methods used in flip-flops. High level triggering, positive edge triggering and negative edge triggering. In high level triggered flip-flops, output changes its state when clock is high. In positive edge trigger type of flip-flop, output changes at the rising edge of the clock signal. That means when clock changes from 0 to 1. In the negative edge trigger type of flip-flop, output changes at the falling edge of the clock signal or when it changes from 1 to 0. That's all for today's session. Thank you so much.